Are you a man who is done working on his marriage? Today, I'm going to share the story about one of my couples and how she finally understood that something had to change. When he went to her and said he wasn't going back to therapy, that he was moving into the spare bedroom, he was waiting until the kids were old enough to move out before he left. I get it. I understand. He's tired of working on it, still feeling like he's walking on eggshells and living in a sexless marriage. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm Amy Keller, your intimacy coach, creator of the Intimacy Game Plan. For over 25 years, I've been helping thousands of men score in sex and love. I wrote the book, The Huddle, How to Score in Sex and Love. And today I'm going to explain why therapy really wasn't addressing their issue. I can explain why he was trying to initiate sex, but in a way that didn't work for either of them. Tell you a new way that does. And I'm going to talk about how having a plan and a formula is the answer to having sex, love in your relationship, all with the same person. I literally call it your home team, and this is your home team. And you want a playful relationship. That means emotional, physical, and chemistry. It doesn't have to be complicated. I have merged neuroscience, tantra, and psychotherapy to create real solutions for lovers and partners in relationships. So if you're a man or if you love one, you're in the right place. Please hit subscribe, hit notifications, hit the like, and let's get into it. They've been married for about 20 years. They've got kids. He feels like he's been on the sideline for about 18 of those years. He gets it. He sees her. He sees that she's busy with kids, busy with parents, with church. But he's like, well, what about me? When is she going to be busy with me? He feels like he's begging. And when he asks her, she's tired. She's not in the mood. She's got her reasons. But he feels rejected physically and emotionally and spiritually because he's a man. And making love to his wife is how he shows his love. It's how he feels loved. We all want to feel chosen. But now he's done waiting, and now he's going to wait in the spare bedroom and wait for her to come to him. But that's really not going to happen. I actually teach him how to be the team captain. I want men to feel like they're in control, like they have control over the action of the game. But in the meantime, she was always saying that he doesn't listen. So that's how they ended up in therapy. Did you know that there's a statistic that shows that couples go to therapy for 2 years before they give up and they get a divorce? It's obviously not working for them. And I understand that. He is talking about their problems. Talking about their problems is not helping his sex life. And for him, men, they understand more signals, more cues. So sitting in an office and listening made him want to check out. And as he shared with me, I learned to listen. And I heard her. I heard everything that I do that's wrong. I heard that she's not happy and that I do nothing right. This is why he's done, because he feels like he can't win. He doesn't want to live like this. He also doesn't want to lose his wife, his kids, and his home. So he has checked out. He's moving into the spare bedroom. He's doing the best that he can so that he can do the best that he can for his family. Makes sense. And him and so many other men, so many of my clients, so many men are outsourcing their love, their erotic, their sensuality. They're watching porn, and then they still feel so starved for touch and love that they'll go out and get a massage, or they'll start keeping secrets. They'll go have an affair. And for him and so many, this just adds to the resentment and the frustration because this isn't what they signed up for. This isn't what he wants. He wants to be a good man, a good father, a good husband, and he feels like he's living out of integrity. This is her problem. She's the one who has the barriers. She's the one who has menopause. She's the one who has the pain. This is her issue. She has to fix it. He's the one who's suffering and living with the shame of it. And now with more upcoming health issues, he really feels like his needs are never going to get met in this marriage, which is why he's done. It makes sense. I can understand it. She can even understand it. But the truth is they both want love. He's aware of her reasons, her tired, her not in the mood, the kids, the busy. She's also aware of his needs. And she's aware of the fact that she's not taking care of her needs, which makes her feel guilty, which makes her feel shame. They're both stuck in a guilt shame loop, but they both want to feel loved. She wants to feel loved, that feels so far away. He wants to make love, that feels even further away, but it's not. I taught him to be the team captain and how to lead her in a huddle, help her drop her defenses so that she could actually receive him, so that she could stop being busy for just a few breaths to create that connection. That's what that huddle does, and it puts him in charge. Suddenly he felt like he had something that he could do to actually not add to her list, but be a respite for her, bring her a moment of connection in the middle of the day. It allowed her to drop her wall so that he could actually hold her and she could feel that this moment, this hold was enough. And it allowed him the ability to actually hold her and feel like it was enough without trying to make it to the next steps, to push it to have sex. In my program, we redefine sex as pleasure because pleasure is something we all need more of at any mood, in any time, at every phase of life, especially if there's been pain. Seriously, the cure to pain is pleasure. Too often we think of sex as penetration and an orgasm as a goal, but guys, I gotta let you know this. Tune in. This, what you think of as penetration, this in and out can be really uncomfortable for her and a lot of women, especially when they're reaching menopause or when they've gone through labor, lots of different times in life. But that's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. That's biology. You're taught to do that, and you're doing fine. There are other moves. I teach you all the pro moves, like the dip, the stir, the grind. I'm telling you, it gets better and better. And in the intimacy game plan, as a team, because you're learning to be a team, one of the things that we do is we take turns, because taking her to her pleasure field, her field of pleasure is her body, and what she's going to want to experience and explore when it comes to pleasure is going to be completely different than what he wants. We know that. And that's okay. You're two completely different people with different moods, appetites, and languages. And when you take turns, you're both able to get what you need, what you desire, or as close to it you're learning to give and receive. So on her turn, when it was her turn to receive, he actually led her through a huddle, and those sounds, those are your body's sounds of pleasure. So he could actually get the feedback and know if she was present, know what felt good. And he learned in lesson number 5, foreplay lesson, he learned to give her a pelvic floor massage. It feels so good. And it brings blood flow to the area. It really helps her start to feel better in that area that was bringing her pain. And as she just lay there going, making sounds of pleasure, and he knew what to do, like that feedback felt so good to him. And when she was done, she's like, okay, I'm done. And he learned that it didn't have to be an orgasm. And she learned that it was enough for her to just receive, and that he was giving her something that was really intimate. I mean, she needs a pelvic floor massage. Now he knows how to do it, and it feels really good. And as that blood flow goes, she will have less and less pain. It'll get better and better for both of them. And when it was his turn to receive, she learned in that same big lesson plan of foreplay, she learned how to give him a hand job that was on pleasure, because what he learned from me, it's not just a job, it's actually based in pleasure. So when she was giving to him, she was doing it for her pleasure, learning a whole new way, and also learning to listen to his body, follow his sounds of pleasure, so that she was giving his body what his body wanted. Like over the top pleasure. It wasn't just the goal to finish the job, if you know what I'm saying. They actually enjoyed it. And when they were done, he cried. When they went over the highlights, I teach you a way to go over the highlights and actually talk about it for the first time. He shared with her that the best part to him was knowing that she was into it. Like, that's the piece that blew his mind. He's going, you mean you enjoyed that? And she's like, I really did. She learned in a way that wasn't just a job. It was no longer a chore. It was something about giving pleasure, giving love to her husband, and getting that feedback in return. It's powerful. And same for him, touching her and hearing her sounds of pleasure. It's a total game changer. Now he's in charge. He knows what to do to help her drop her busy mind, help her drop her defenses so that they can get on the same page at the same time. Instead of initiating sex, he was taking her to her field of pleasure and initiating connection, and pleasure. You are an intimacy team. And as an intimacy team, and he's the team captain, he's got to have a win. He's got to know that he can do something for her that she's going to like, that's not just talking, that's emotional and physical, that she is actually allowing it, that she's actually wanting it, that she's open to receiving him, and that he is learning to give to her in a way that she loves, that she can receive, so that even when she's not feeling well or she's too busy, this is a respite, this is a recharge. So it's not something else on her list. This is the top of her list. Your relationship, your home team. You want to play together, because if you don't learn to play together, and if you don't learn these subtle signals and these cues and have a practice together, it's all going to feel like work. You're going to start wondering if you should go play with another team, because intimacy is his favorite sport, and yours too, especially when it's about pleasure. Does that make sense? And when it's pleasure, you can play in any mood. The possibilities are endless. So play with these huddle sounds, play with them in the living room, play with them in the kitchen while you're eating something delicious, play with them in the bedroom where there are no words to express your moods, your desires, and what you really want. Make sense? I've unpacked a lot here, and I'd love to know what you think. So let me know. Put any thoughts or questions in the comments. Let me know what you wish that your partner knew about intimacy, and I'll make a video for you. Or leave me a heart in your favorite color, because I'm Amy Color, and I'd love to know that you're here. Please hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a like while you're here, and know that it doesn't have to be complicated, that sometimes when you're feeling done, that is just the start of learning to be real lovers and partners for life. There's so much more, and there's a better way to do it. You don't have to figure it out on your own. I want you to be the team captain. So reach out and talk to me and apply for the intimacy game plan, where you can go from roommates to playmates without just talking. Get the free download and start huddling tonight. You're going to have a wonderful weekend. Stay connected to yourself, each other, and me, and I'll see you soon. Sound good?